Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to RFF Picks. Today, I have a correlated Counter-Strike bet for you for tomorrow. This is going to be April 28th on Sunday, so hope y'all spend a good amount of time watching some esports on Sunday. Just concluded the NFL draft. I've been basically spending 12 hours of my life watching all of the 2024 NFL draft, so it was a really good time. I'm about to make a couple videos on that draft as well. Obviously, that's going to be on a different channel, not going to be on the betting channel, but I did actually end up cashing out on a lot of good bets from the NFL draft. I had Jaden Daniels going with the number 2 pick. I had Roma Dunze going past 8.5 or 8.5 in the draft, and he went at 9. And then I had Jonathan Brooks going as the first running back. So had all those three end up winning. So definitely did good. I'm very excited for the NFL season. Here is the slip that I gave out yesterday. I saw one of the comments say I'm donating to PrizePicks, which I think is a little bit crazy. I have won since I opened up my PrizePicks $5,000. Sure. And I feel like I'm going to say this over and over again, but these plays are very difficult to hit at the end of the day. I'm giving out six-man slips, and the reason why I give out the six-man slips is because these have the best, not chance, but they have the best odds of winning, right? So they're low odds, but comparably the 2-man, the 3-man, the 4-man plays, the cash out is a lot better, right? Because if we're able to hit a 5 out of 6, we get a 2x. The 6 out of 6 gets the 25x, and then even if we go 4 out of 6, we get half of our money back. So in the long term, it is a lot better to do these flex plays, the 5-man and the 6-man plays. So obviously we did miss on this. I'm going to say it over and over again. This is showing correlation. Sure, we did lose, but look at this, guys. If we were just on the opposite end of these plays, and I know some of y'all actually do that. Y'all pick the opposite of what I give you. So maybe some of y'all out there were able to hit a 5 out of 6 on this play. But look, I mean, we are seeing that I talked about in the last video, like we can kind of predict how the games go, right? We have an ability to pair up these opponents against each other. And so we're taking advantage of that. And PrizePicks, they haven't payout shifted us yet. And sure, we're looking at a slip that went 1 out of 6, but what we're seeing is that these guys are going in the same direction. So we may have been on the incorrect side, but they're going in the same direction, right? He only had 28, 30. And so if we hit less, and more here, we would hit 5. We would have had 5 out of 6. So that's kind of what I'm trying to tell y'all and show you. I feel like a lot of you are picking up on how the correlation works. Counter-Strike, Valorant, League of Legends shows a ton of correlation. And then the NFL as well. Early on when I started this channel, we were doing NHL. I've kind of faded away from NHL and sticking directly to esports because I feel like that NHL's correlation isn't as strong as it is when it comes to these esports plays. But yeah, I've been winning. I've been doing well, and we did hit 2 6 out of 6s earlier on in April. And so we have that ability to use all that money to continue doing this. And I know some of y'all out here are maybe new subscribers, so you weren't able to see me hit those 2 6 out of 6 plays 3 weeks ago. But I now, after I hit those, I had $2,000 to work with and lose, right? Or not technically lose, but like I'm building up a bankroll very slowly. And so, sure, you can point out at a couple of my slips, but even the last video that I made was a 2xer, and it was super close to hitting a 6 out of 6. And if I hit that, then I would have had 25 more plays to give out. So that's all we got to talk about for this play. But and we move on here. So here's our Real Friends community. Like I said, me and Miles, we have a Real Friends in Football channel that we started 2 years ago. That's up to 33.5 thousand subscribers. We kind of initially wanted that YouTube channel to be a gambling channel, but we kind of transitioned it just to a general football channel. And then we started this own channel because the Real Friends in Football and the RFF Picks, I feel, is like kind of a separate community. Sure, they're going to be maybe 10% of the people on RFF that want to move over to RFF Picks and get our picks. But, you know, a lot of the people over there, they're older crowd, potentially. They don't gamble. They don't partake in that. We have a younger community over there, too, which is fine. So we kind of wanted to start this new channel, RFF Picks. We're actually at 1350 subscribers, I think. So we are killing it right now. Really appreciate all of you that have subscribed, giving us positive comments, and it motivates me and Miles to make videos more often. So I'm coming on here right now at 8 p.m. because I really like the play that I gave out. I already gave it on the winnable because I don't know how many games are going to be on Sunday, but I will be giving additional slips. If I see one, I'll probably post it onto our community page. But I want to give out this video because I really like the slip, and I want to give it on the YouTube. So below here is my action network. I am up 500 units in the past 3 years. I've been gambling for 12 years of my life. Over the past 3, COVID hit. I'm sitting at home. I'm researching. I'm watching videos. I'm learning how to win, how to beat the sports books. I saw one of y'all's comments out there. You said, how do you compare lines between these books? Because I talk about it. Like, whenever you're making a bet, you want to place it at the book that gives you the strongest odds, right? So there are people out there that only use one sports book. You need to be using FanDuel. You need to be using DraftKings. You need to be using Barstool Sports. I don't even know if they have a sports book anymore. But Win, is it like Win or something? I don't know. There's a bunch of different sports books. I live in Texas, so I only have a certain amount. Like, I use Bet Online. I use like these offshore books, right? But what I'm trying to tell you is you want to take advantage of using as many sports books as possible, because some are going to offer better prices than others, right? And if you're blatantly just betting on one sportsbook here and there every single time, then you're not getting true value on every single one of your plays. So before you place a bet, you want to look at all the different sportsbooks. And so what I'm doing on PrizePicks is I'm comparing it to Parlay Play. I'm comparing it to Hot Streak. I'm comparing it to Underdog, and I'm looking and making sure we're getting the best lines compared to those books, right? So I've been doing that over the past 3 years, not just on these, but on individual books, everything like that. So I'm up 7% ROI, over 7,000 bets. So like I said it earlier in the video. Sure, you're going to look at one slip. You're going to say, oh, this guy went 1 out of 6. He's donating to PrizePicks. LOL, whatever. But, I've placed 7,000 bets and I'm up 7% ROI, which is like comparable to the freaking 401k, and then I'm up 500 units. So that's kind of what, the history of me as well as our Real Friends community. We did start an RFF Picks Instagram, so go give us a follow over there. RFF Football, we're super close to 10,000 followers, so that means a lot to us if you go follow those on our Instagram. I think this is now at like 150, I don't really know, but any way you can really, watch our videos, like them, comment, all that is just super appreciated, because more than anything, I'm on here to build a brand. I want to build the Real Friends community more than I care about anything else. Like, that's the most important thing for me, is like spreading that brand out. And I want to, there's a lot of people or, companies out there like ESPN and all this stuff. And I Skip Bayless, like guys that I feel don't really deserve the credit that they get. And so I really like the independent guys that are out here on YouTube making content and stuff. I really respect everyone out there that does that. So here is our winnable. What this is an easy way to get our plays. I already posted this pick on the winnable. One free pick a day. I think I gave out a couple more picks because PrizePicks, they discounted, I believe, LeBron's line, or AD. I think it was Anthony Davis and Austin Reeves. So I gave out those on the free plan just because they're kind of like a discounted thing. Always take advantage of those protected picks, the discounts, the free bingo squares that PrizePicks offers you. Always take advantage of them. Don't even think about it. Don't research it. If they're discounting something, take it every single time. So I'm placing those on the winnable for free. And then our MVP plan is going to be every single one of our plays that I post. So it kind of depends how much is going on. Like on the weekend, I don't really know the deal, but I feel like Counter-Strike isn't as prevalent on the weekend. I do know League of Legends, MSI is coming back, so we will get a lot of plays out of that. But if you want to sign up for the RFF Picks for 1 month free, go to the checkout and type in code RFF. I did see, I'm going to double check on the link below. I saw that someone had a problem with it. So I'm going to try to, after this video, I'm going to go and see if I can click into it. And if I can, then I won't move it. But if I'm having a problem, I'll like regenerate it or something. And also, I do know that YouTube has like been turning on and off our comments. That is not me. I don't know why they're doing that, but I'm trying to make sure that the comments are on, because I'm not really afraid of the comments. I just like to come on here and talk about them at least. But yeah, I'm not like, I mean, we've been running a YouTube channel for 2 years on the main channel, Real Friends in Football, and we're used to just so many comments. Like, it's ridiculous. So I don't really care about that, but sometimes I like to at least, talk them through with some of you. So here is going to be the play. I say it every single time. When we take the more, we're hoping for these highly competitive back and forth matches. Counter-Strike goes best of 13 within map 1 and 2. And so this is different from that general sport that you're watching, right? The football that we know is going to go X amount of times. It's always going to be a 3-hour long match. And then the basketball, the NBA, there's 4 quarters in the game, right? When it comes to Counter-Strike, we have this ability to kind of shift the amount of time, right? Because if these games are going best of 13, then that means that they have ability to play 23 games within one map. And then if we're betting on the less, then we're kind of hoping for only to go 13 or 15 rounds. Not to that extent, but kind of I'm comparing the craziest situation to the worst situation, right? The worst situation could be a 13-0 game and it's done. One map, it's over. One team stomps the other one. And then there's also this world to where the game goes 15-13 or 16-13, and within one map, these guys are getting 25 kills. And so if these games are going lengthy amount of time, then the guys that were hitting on the more, everyone across all teams are going to hit their more totals, and then use that same thought process for the less, right? So that's kind of how we come up with these. We're pairing up opponents against each other. So let me go through it real quick. We have Passion going against Alternative ATAX. We have Bleed going against B8. And then we have Sangdal going against One Win, right? So we have 1, 2, 3. And I know I talked about at the beginning of the video, I am committed to doing these 6 out of 6 plays. I know how the math works. I know the payouts. I know everything like that. And so I know that the best odds of me winning in the long term are taking these plays. So I'm willing, every time I make this, I'm going to lose 19 of them, and then I'm going to win 1, and I'm going to be up, right? But I know some of y'all like to play it safer. I don't necessarily recommend it, but if you want to play it that way, then you can play 1, 2, 3, or whatever. Sometimes I know there's like a boost going on, so you can just take 4 of them, add a boost on there. That should be a freebie, and then you're only hoping for 2 outcomes to win your money, right? So that's how that works. And I will be home tomorrow. I just concluded the draft, and so I should be on my computer a lot tomorrow, and I will be posting plays on the winnable. Best of luck out there. Let's do better than the 1 out of 6 that we got today. I was hoping to wake up to a better slip. It's always more exciting when the plays are 4 out of 4, and then that's that last matchup. It gets a lot more fun. But yeah, we woke up to a dinker basically waking up. So it is what it is. See y'all tomorrow. I will be on here once again about 24 hours later for the video on Sunday night. And best of luck, and see y'all tomorrow.